It'll show that assholes, they get blocked or kicked.
What?
Oh, my stream's open, and they don't think no one will show up, and the last thing they'll be like, oh god, there's 3 people in here.
Okay, Dustin, stop harassing my friend on the phone and calling him every day.
Okay, there you go. So you have. They don't think party chat's open on your stream, and they know it is.
No, they don't know that there's anyone here. That's what they're you know, trying to chastise me for.
Oh.
Right now I'm just fixing up the chat on the computer. That's why I always start 5 minutes prior.
Yeah, Dustin, in my opinion, you need to give Kiyoma some space. Stop calling him every day.
I know the message doesn't look right.
Don't need that.
Okay, let me get out of this chair and sit in the good chair.
Well, don't tell me you have 3 gamer chairs.
No, I have one for the computer and one to just sit back and look in front of the TV.
Alright guys, I'll be back.
Now I just gotta share the stream around on my... Okay. That... No, he came out, it's just he wanted to be in here. I fed him already, so I don't know what's with his fat ass. Oh, shh.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the fish right now.
Okay.
It's 2 pieces there, so eat one and the one for me.
Yeah. So let's share the stream around, because I can imagine these guys are gonna come talk shit.
Oh, you can send them my way too. I love me some conversations. I mean, I'm enjoying the fact that I've got 2 people live talking to. Especially you guys. You guys are hilarious.
My gaming setup in my room is still being put together. My freaking wall is still being put together. I only got like a quarter of it done.
Dang. Like, how long have you been working on that?
Well, on one side of my wall is where I got my film stuff on, and then in the other corner is where I got my gaming and my shelf and my Infinity Gauntlet at the top, right next to my original PlayStation Pro.
Oh, you have an Infinity Gauntlet. Oh, lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do us a favor and put the gauntlet on and snap all the woke people out of the world?
Don't I wish?
Are we talking one more whammon?
No. He just told me he had an Infinity Gauntlet, and I asked him, can you do me a favor and snap his fingers with the Infinity Gauntlet and snap all the woke people out of the world?
That's the one thing I wish you can do, is be able to do the snap on the thing, but it don't work like that.
You know, I got mad at Marvel on the Infinity War for one reason. They didn't let Samuel Jackson say his iconic line.
Which one?
Mother.
Oh.
That's what happened to him. Remember? He didn't even get to say it. He zapped out right. I was like, how dare you? You took away Samuel Jackson's iconic line. I get you were avoiding thing. Could you have saved that word for that moment?
But you let Chris Evans say, yeah, that is America's ass.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's an iconic line for Samuel Jackson. I mean, has nobody seen Snakes on a Plane?
I did.
I saw it in theaters. The experience with the ball snake fight, that was horrifying in theaters. Me and my friends all grabbed. Because we really felt that guy's pain.
Oh wow, at least this is an easier way into the sewers. I didn't have to deal with that fucking croc.
I find it funny how this character, Patrick, actually stops being a zealot. It's probably going to be one of the good nobles in the dang games. The Steel series. It's funny how they turn sick.
One time
Patrick becomes a likable character in 2 and 3.
I know, he was very likable in 3, very beginning I saw him, and I'm like, you gotta get some mass, and he was starting to become, at the end of 1.
You're about to hear one of the dumbest arguments somebody put in a comment on one of my older videos. When I did a review on the special edition for Devil May Cry 4 for this console gen, and I beat the game a couple times over, and I know how to unlock Super Dante and Super Nero. So I did the review, and I was showing off Super Dante and Super Nero, and the person was like, "Wow, you had to beat the game using those two, you fucking scrub." And I was like, I beat the game. Am I not allowed to use the overpowered states of these characters? And he couldn't answer back.
That is the dumbest argument. That's an achievement, because you have to beat it on Dante Must Die mode, right?
I think so.
You have to beat it on the hardest difficulty to get those two. I did it back on Xbox, and I hated myself for it. We've all done that insane thing before.
So yeah, I mean, if I did it, I did it. So I have the right to use the damn bonus.
I will tell you a game that is extremely difficult to beat, and you're probably only going to be able to beat it through a second playthrough to get the secondary ending, because you're going to have cheats, because it's called Drakengard 2, and anything can one-shot you. It's a Muso game. So basically, you better make sure no enemy hits you, or you are one-shot killed.
Sherry, why didn't you stay in the house? It was safe there.
Wow.
It is brutal.
Sherry.
I still hold a badge of pride that I suffered through and got that.
You should have called the police. That's what we taught you.
I would love for them to port the original Drakengard onto this, because then I memorized that enemy's pattern where I was supposed to beat that stupid dragon in under 3 minutes, so I can get the other ending unlocked, or this other route unlocked. And if you go past, like, I mean, I literally had a stopwatch to beat this thing. And I remember one time I'm like, yes! And it was 3 minutes, 0.1 second. 1 second. And I didn't get it, because the 1 second.
Oh, wow.
It took me so many tries to get that, and I hold a badge of pride that I beat that freaking ending on Drakengard. I beat that dragon. That dragon was annoying. Because the mechanics in that game were wonky. That was back when they had really bad mechanics.
Oh,
Although PlayStation fanboys in Japan are going to be pissed, because apparently they've changed it, and this also has to go with why Sony of America really screwed over the Japan base. This is another reason. In Japan, like, enter is circle, and cancel is X. You know how you play Metal Gear? And that's how it is?
Which is dumb.
They changed it so in Japan, X is enter and circle is cancel. And people have been playing that with that for several generations now.
Oh, wow.
So they're all pissed over there.
Honestly, what's the ultimate dumb decision Sony in America can make? They'll just finally make them lose like a lot of money. What would be the most stupid, outrageous decision they would have to do?
Well, that's why a bunch of Japanese people jumped to an Xbox, because they couldn't stand the fact that their favorite controller got basically manhandled. No, wait,
I'm talking about
manhandled.
I'm talking about America now, not Japan. Like,
what would be the most egregious thing?
yeah, like
That would set them
it
over
would
the
have
edge.
to be. It would have to be worse. It would have to be worse than the update 8.00. Like,
Okay, I pay $70 for... Okay, I'm gonna just throw a game out there, Spider-Man. And it says it's only gonna take up 50 gigabytes, and that thing only has a 606 gigabyte thing. All of a sudden it ends up taking, not telling me, 400 gigabytes.
That's like saying, why does Spider-Man already got to be that big? It don't need to be.
I'm just using an example. That would push somebody over there, because they'd be like, I bought the first game for my PS5 and it took everything.
Seriously, if you want to remaster good Spider-Man games, remaster all the fucking Spider-Man games.
Give me the Sam Raimi movie ones too.
Web of Shadows, fucking.
Oh god, I love Web of Shadows. Web of Shadows was my favorite because I got to play as an evil Peter Parker. I picked all the dark choices. I don't care.
And you kill, well, you split Wolverine in half, and he threatens to kill you for it.
Oh, in the Web of Shadows?
Yeah.
That was.
Because I did like I like the decisions you could do.
That was a perfect example of branching storyline. I mean, Bismarck's talking. I'm gonna just commentate one thing. Oh, come on. This whole thing, if people watch the stream, this is so planned. It screams that Osborn planned to have himself shot here. Because look how it's set up. You got tanks around them, security thing, and you're in the perfect position for a sniper, and you have nobody on the roofs. And you're like public enemy number 1. Okay, keep going. Yeah, now go on. I just had to point that out for watch this. Well, they just screwed over your economy by freezing all the assets. Your economy's wrecked.
Boomer? Why did I just get called a boomer?
You're not above 30.
I know, I'm only 26.
Yeah, boomers in my category and Libra's category, we're in the 30s.
Oh, where the fuck did he come from? My asshole.
Is it still attached?
Oh wait a minute. Is this a dual pass? Or is this another way I got? Wait a minute, where in the fuck am I? What part of the sewer is this?
That's a Bismarck speech.
And you see my background in my room. This ain't boomer shit that I got on the walls.
I saw on your video you've got like a nice layout. Like a comfy layout. Looks better than my filming layout.
Okay, so wait a minute. I opened that door. But then there's this... Wait, whoa. Oh, treatment room monitor. Okay. So this is the way back up to that waterway that I need to go to. And is this the waterway that I came down?
I hate this trope, audience. I hate this trope. Mind you, I saw it a mile away. I hate this trope.
Upper waterway. Okay. Check the upper waterway.
It's... Oh, I'm a spy, and I've been your friend this whole time, yet I'm stabbing you in the back.
Wait, what the hell? Oh, okay. I remember what the hell was going on here. I remember where I'm at. I didn't want to come through this area yet, but it looks like I'm gonna have to. And I picked up a key. I know things are gonna get much worse.
Yep, because he disappears too often at convenient times.
Somebody did some digging into the game's code and said that that is a trope of Mr. X to intensify your gameplay. If you shoot his hat off, he comes at you harder.
Yeah, there's a trophy.
Well, no, not the trophy, not the trophy, but there's a the word trope. That's his thing. You shoot his hat off, he's gonna be 100 times more aggressive.
Man,
like you notice how he walks though when he's first got the hat on. You can outmaneuver and outrun him. He take that hat off. He's faster. Way fucking faster.
It was his brain limiter. You know, Jinzo.
So we just basically unlimited his brain.
I'm gonna chat with you guys with another hour, then I'm gonna go do my final video, and then I'm probably gonna call it a night because early in the morning. So 1 more hour.
By that time, I should be in the Umbrella Lab. Again.
Because I really need to do a video on these consoles and how they're just acting way too much about PC, and I don't like that.
I commented saying that these companies will cause another gaming crash, and watch new. That's, as a matter of fact, that's what we almost need, is them to crash, and force them to start from scratch.
I think that's what's going to take.
I would take that. This is going to sound completely nihilistic and pessimistic, and come at me, fanboys, come at me. I don't care, I'm a small channel. I would take a gaming crash, just like we're about to have a societal crash, and we're going to have a Fist of the North Star setting. All these women with their OnlyFans account ain't going to amount to much. You're going to be Fist of the North Star set-wise. If anybody watched Fist of the North Star, which I did, I know what they do to the woman in that setting.
Oh yeah. Well, I better find. What's funny is when Ken was young, Ken is no bigger than we are, but then training, he looks like fucking. If Mel Gibson had sex with a Japanese woman or an Asian woman or a Chinese woman, or whichever one, and gave birth to Bruce Lee in the wastelands.
I'm just saying. We're going to have some Mad Max level soon. We need the gaming crash and the societal crash, and everything will go Mad Max. Minus the desert. We'll still have trees and stuff. I never got how that happened in the Mad Max setting.
No, they were in Australia.
Oh.
So imagine, that's already looking like pretty much a desert.
Oh, okay, so that's where Mad Max setting was, in Australia.
Yeah.
There we go.
Did I open this waterway?
That makes sense.
Which way did I come from?
Oh, it's too bad we can't have a Kenshiro that touches somebody with a pressure point and they explode. That'd be funny.
That is great. That was great. I was like, was JoJo inspired by this? When I saw him use his little, and he even makes the sound that JoJo does.
Mm.
They copied Fist of the North Star.
They did a oh yeah. Speaking of which, they did a fight between the lead guy, who's the lead guy? I forgot in JoJo.
There's too many of them. Well, just say a JoJo character.
The JoJo character. The one that's wearing the hat. He kind of looks like Kenshiro. He kind of looks like Kenshiro to me. Of JoJo.
I know who you're talking about, Jason. I can't think of the JoJo character. I don't watch JoJo, but I'm aware of the memes. JoJo through the memes.
So they put a fight between him and Ken, and at the end of the day, Ken was still able to win due to this character, due to JoJo. Even though JoJo and them, their powers are off the fucking charts, Ken was still able to hold his line.
I can see Ken doing that. He just has to hit his pressure points.
Well, think about it. They're also hitting them. He's hitting them from some sort of. They have both their physical body and some sort of ethereal plane type shit going on.
Yeah.
Where you're not really hurting them.
Body.
That's what I'm saying. Kill the physical body. That's what he did. But he had to get by that dude's spirit animal or something like a wolf or whatever in order to get that kind of damage.
Darth Vader has been unmasked. Sorry, I had to say comment where I'm at in my game. Okay, yeah. I can see them doing that. That with what I saw for like the first 2 episodes of that show, yeah. All he has to do is do his little and hit him in his pressure point.
Whatever happened to the freaking death battle? See, they started to go downhill with the Goku versus Superman. They had a good run. There was one fight where I was like, okay, I can accept this because I know it's true. Kratos versus Spawn. I acknowledge Spawn would kill Kratos, especially in the Greek Kratos.
There was Scarlet versus Zoro.
They had Raiden from Metal Gear versus Wolverine, which was another understandable fight.
Wolverine would kill Raiden so quick.
Well, here's the thing.
Which Raiden were they using though?
Metal Gear Rising Raiden.
Okay, that he put the fair fight with the Metal Gear Rising Raiden. I was like, were they using the Metal Gear Solid 2 Raiden?
No, they were using that Raiden to at least have him some benefit.
I would say the Kenshiro. I would say the Kenshiro, like from Fist of the North Star versus Jotaro, was kind of accurate. Well, but they left a lot of things out of that one.
Well, yeah, that's funny. They leave a lot of a lot of people were like, you could tell they want comic book heroes to win, and they rarely let anime heroes win. They only have to throw bones to the comic book characters from time to time, or to not the comic book characters, to the fucking
video game characters.
Video game characters, yeah. Not video game characters, the Marvel and the comic character, like the comic book characters versus the anime characters. Because they were like, well, Vegeta gotta win over Shadow. That's a fucking hedgehog. That's not really a battle for him. He even stated it in the joke in the middle of the fight. He's like, This is nothing. And then when Shadow turned into Super Shadow with the yellow hair, and Vegeta was like, wow, what a ripoff.
That was funny. that was like some fourth wall break, video game breaking joke there.
Because if a guy like Doomsday or Darkseid can kill Superman, Broly is their equivalent, basically. Broly would smoke him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm talking about new Broly would smoke him. Hard. He would not know what to fucking do with himself.
Actually, I would prefer old Broly to smoke Superman, because old Broly's design, you know, the one from 1998. Or
he's designed to kill.
Yeah, he's designed to specifically kill. He has no mercy, no compassion.
I kind of like where they're gonna say it. Rumor is, I hope this would finally break up Dragon Ball a little bit, because Broly is now fresh. He's now new. He's not good or evil. He's neutral, so they could set him up in wherever way they want to take him. I want to see them handle him like the Hulk.
Oh.
That'd
This
be
is
awesome.
what I want them to do. Hey, Retro Gaming Star. But
Give him a second. I think his head. I think he's gonna plug his
Ouch.
headphone in.
here's the funny. This is what I want them to do to make Broly turn evil. Kill that woman.
He's not gonna do it. You know he's not gonna do it. He's in fact
they
more
kill-
protective of her, if anything.
No, Frieza needs to come in there and kill that woman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Frieza comes, Frieza causes a problem. Yeah, but Frieza knows he can't beat him.
He still hates the Saiyans.
Here's the shit. Frieza, I'm impressed, because in his true golden form, which is his controlled state of it, he was able to toe-to-toe with Broly for at least an hour. But he still got his ass beat.
Good, as he should. The one thing I've always liked about the Saiyans is it's even in lore. If they lose a fight and they're still alive, they get stronger. They'll just keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger.
And even without the... Oh yes.
That is a lore thing.
Oh shit.
Saiyans, that's one of the reasons why the Saiyans were feared in their base form. Even though they didn't turn monkey.
A lot of people are saying, why doesn't Goku... Because Goku has some bare minimum knowledge of his dad. He just knows he has a dad. People are like, why doesn't he just wish Bardock back? For one, the regular Dragon Balls can't do it because he's been dead for a long time. The Super Dragon Ball possibly can do it, but like, Goku doesn't have no desire because he already has a family. He has everything, so to speak.
How do he doesn't know how to have sex though.
Yeah, clearly he does. If the boys are born.
I'm just saying that I think Chi-Chi had to just show him how to do it, and then that was the one-time thing.
I don't think Vegeta needed any help because clearly, Bulma got wet for a man that can destroy the whole fucking planet, and yet she was able to tame him.
Does anybody want to laugh at poor Yamcha? Yamcha, you got your woman stolen from you by the guy that killed you.
I can't believe I'm saying this after I was going through cable last night,
Retro
and
Gaming Star, are you on, man?
I think his voice chat is acting funny.
Is it?
We'll burn the frame rate. Anyway, what happened? What'd you find?
That I was watching just to go to bed. They were showing it on TV, Dragon Ball Evolution. So I decided to sit back and just like I'll watch it till I fall asleep. Fuck it. But then I looked back and I realized something.
The voice actors?
There's only two things that is passable. If the guy who played Piccolo looked like Piccolo, more like Piccolo, he was an okay Piccolo. I give him that. He had the voice, he had the attitude. I could live with him if he was Piccolo in an actual depiction of Dragon Ball Z.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy who voiced Yamcha,
Wait, we're talking about the movie.
Yeah.
We're talking about the movie Oh, I hate that movie. Can burn in a fire.
But
if
that's
it was ever give it to me, I would piss on it, set it on fire, and destroy it. It belongs in a. I will take a sledgehammer, bang it into tiny little bits, piss
Yeah,
on it,
I
set it
agree.
on
Dragon
fire.
Ball Evolution's one of the worst movies I've ever fucking seen in my entire life.
There's Retro Gaming Star.
that brought him
Hello,
back.
Retro.
Hey, what's up? Nice to meet you. Aw.
Dragon Ball Evolution does not deserve to exist.
Yeah, that movie sucks. You know that? I'm gonna tell you something.
Oh shit!
You know that
What
movie was originally intended to be like the animated series, But guess what? That idea got scrapped.
Just like George Romero's Resident Evil script, which was faithful to the mansion, his two leads was going to be Jill and Chris. They weren't going to set it up where they were separated, which I would have been fine. They were going to set it up as two partners, and Barry and Rebecca and Wesker were going to be there. I'll be like, fine,
yeah.
that's perfect. But that's what I can't believe Sony's actually fucking doing this. They're making Netflix look bad.
Oh God.
Sony flat
out. What do you think about the new update?
For what?
You know
the
what?
PS4?
The 8.00 update.
It fucking the PS4. Let me tell you something. The PS4 8.0 update can go suck a dick. I hate that fucking update so bad. You know what? Because you got a lot of people now flagging and snitching on other people now. So Jonathan, if I were you, I'd be careful, man.
Well, Young Defiance people are already coming after me again, and I keep shutting them down. So.
Hey, I have my chat window open for anybody who wants to flag.
Yeah, I know they won't show up. See, the thing is, I'll stream. They won't show up. They'll just go to videos.
Well,
the only person, I'll tell you this, that came to my stream, but it was to cause problems because we were having the Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep stream.
Yeah, we don't want to say his name. We'll just call him True Dumbs Guy.
Yeah, no, but one of his followers went to go get him to bring him into it.
Yeah,
he had
a level amount of stalker.
You know, the trolls that I have on my channel, they come into my stream. You know, one of them even ordered me pizza, and I just rejected it. They ordered me pizza so many goddamn times, it was crazy. And guess what? Now my mom is doing a whole police investigation about it.
Did you ever dox? There's a saying, P.O. Box, no dox.
Oh God.
Yeah. It was the Young Defiant trolls.
Alright, I got all the pieces.
What are you planning?
No, it wasn't the real Young Defiant. It was somebody like a Young Defiant.
His troll.
A poser.
No, it was a Young Defiant sock account.
Yeah, a poser account.
He commented on one of my videos, and guess what? He had no videos.
Hey, here's a good question. By the way, before we deviate to get anger, Dragon Ball Evolution. Would you
there's a question about that. There's actually two questions right now. One about Dragon Ball Evolution, and one about what's my favorite Resident Evil. I'm playing it.
Dragon Ball Evolution sucks. That was the worst Dragon Ball.
No, but here's the thing. There's one thing. As a fan, if you sit back and notice, this is it. Just two things. Two fucking things. No, three. I give the look of the Dragon Balls credit. I like the way the stars actually swirled around and make them feel and look alive.
That was awesome. The Dragon Balls were cool. Okay.
Now,
speaking of Dragon Ball Evolution, have you guys ever played the game on PSP?
I did, and the only good thing about it is to fight another friend. That's it. You have to beat the game. You have to beat the game to unlock the Kamehameha.
What the fuck? That game? Okay, I'm definitely not going back to that game because
they had to do it by the logic of the film where Goku didn't learn the Kamehameha till the end, and I was like, okay, how are they gonna make the beam struggle look? I can be pissed off at everything, but can you at least give me a fucking beam struggle?
Yeah.
Give me a beam struggle. Did I get it? Yes and no. He fucking okay. He did the thing. He did the move from the except we didn't see the Uzaru behind him, but he did the Uzaru punch that he does in Dragon Ball when he jumps with the Kamehameha. A lot of people, and it was funny, at the time people were like, why the fuck did Goku need to jump to do that? I was like, did you guys forget he did that to Demon King Piccolo? He jumped with the Kamehameha and punched through him. Except we didn't see in it. And you know why they couldn't use the Uzaru the way they wanted to? They were originally going to use it.
And that was at the end of the Dragon Ball series where he fought King Piccolo, King Goku.
I gotta bring a.
Have you guys ever played a Game Boy Advance game called
Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure?
Yeah.
I've gotta put a personal grievance. One thing I hate about fucking Dragon Ball Z, and you are gonna blame the crap out of me comparing it to Dragon Ball.
Okay.
Goku always wins.
Yeah, I would love
He took so many L's in the tournaments in the original Dragon Ball. Can we all admit that Goku lost?
Why can't because I don't know how long they're gonna keep Frieza alive. He's gonna do something that's gonna get him killed. If not by Goku, Vegeta's gonna kill him. Vegeta will.
Why doesn't Vegeta just kill him in general? Vegeta has every
because
right to kill
because
him.
he knows one, he knows Whis will intervene. Two, Beerus will intervene, and Goku will intervene.
So basically,
they always gotta do Vegeta dirty. I hate the fact that the Vegeta has so. I mean, even in the new manga, they did him dirty. He's like, haha,
yeah,
that's terrible. And I was like, oh my god, Vegeta got shafted again.
Well, he learned. Didn't he go to learn instant transmission, and now he has it of his own?
Yes, and he did it better than Goku. He literally found a way like to hit all the guys' weak points, or I can't remember what it was, and he just curve stopped them, and he lost.
The rumor is that right now in the manga for Super, because they're about to end the Moro arc, Goku people gotta understand, Goku gives mercy to the opponent even at his highest state because he feels you could be redeemed regardless, because he takes Frieza, for example, even though Frieza's not fucking redeemed. Frieza's just doing this to save his own skin.
Frieza is one of those people that needs to die. He
I
needs to
agree.
die and stay dead. He doesn't get a body either. He goes in that little puddle. Like it's like in the anime Yu Yu Hakusho when Yusuke fought younger Tokoro in the Dark Tournament. After that, after Yusuke beats the shit out of him, he says, "You know what, Koidma, send me to Limbo." He goes to hell, and guess what? They never brought him back. Exactly. He even admits to himself. He says, "I am a monster. I deserve what I
think about it. Dragon Ball, okay, I get it, they use a classic villain from time to time, and then they bring in new ones to Super, but you have so many non-canon enemies. Use them! Yes, bring them back. Give Cooler one more chance.
Guys, for example, I have my own manga series, and in one of the episodes, I bring in the non-canon villains from those movies that I scripted. Like a lot of them, the non-canon villains are in the television show. For example,
oh yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
For example, there's a lot of villains that I came up with, right? And they are in the anime. Some of them, not all of them, because for example, I brought back a lot of stuff if you're gonna make a story like Dragon Ball Z, like for example, Dragon Ball Z has so many heroes and so many villains, they can at least put some effort into the actual story to bring back the non-canon villains. Like for example, they could bring back what's his name? Not Broly. Yeah, Jamaba. Not Broly, but Jamaba. They could bring back.
Jamaba's funny. The only way to kill him is you have to insult him.
So, Janemba?
You have to hurt his feelings for him to get hurt. I loved it when what was that guy?
I'm kind of mad that Dragon Ball Z never gave us, and they could do this, a fucking kaiju battle with a great ape versus. See, this is what I would have thought if they would have did this in GT. If they would have did this in GT, here's the thing. I said GT could have worked if you would have started with Baby first, none of the Black Star Dragon shit until, and keep Goku as an adult.
Hey, I like GT for one reason. Piccolo went to hell and stayed there.
And nobody would fuck with him down there.
He basically became god of that Dominion, basically. He's like, he basically puts everybody in check now.
Oh, did you know, speaking of that, did you know Kuwabara was in Dragon Ball GT from Yu Yu Hakusho?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch a lot of Yu Yu Hakusho growing up. You could say that I'm a fan of the series, and I
read the manga.
I read the manga and watched the anime. I rewatched this anime like 30, I'd say around 37 times.
God damn, you're about like I am on a few shows. Like I can lose for certain shows.
I rewatched Yu Yu Hakusho so many times that I know the entire story from the back of my hand. And if only they were to, if they were to like remake the Yu Yu Hakusho,
it wouldn't fly today. It wouldn't fly. People wouldn't let it happen.
No. Listen to me. Don't do the Boruto route. Do it to where Yusuke becomes an adult, gets married to Keiko. He gets rehired as a spirit detective when demons start ramping the 3 realms of reality. When the demons start to threaten the 3 realms of reality. Koenma again hires Yusuke. Yusuke agrees, and he fights off the demons alongside Kuwabara, Kurama, Hiei, and Genkai.
Okay, no offense. I really don't want to talk about sequels today like that, because that's actually going to get me in a spoiled mood. Because I forgot what I watched last night, and it actually made me want to just drop. It was some sequel or something.
So
I'm gonna say,
let's not talk about that wannabe sequel stuff today. I don't want to do that on a long stream. You'll make me.
I was gonna say, the thing I hate about anime and cartoons today, well, I don't know if this is still a thing, I don't like that they give unequal treatments to some characters and others get special privileges and
just you know what's funny? That's a similar situation they did to Gohan.
Gohan. Oh god, I was so happy. Gohan won.
For example, if I was a manga artist, oh sure, go ahead.
Wait, what?
Sorry.
That was one thing I enjoyed about Dragon Ball Super is Gohan kicked Goku's ass, I believe, in one part, correct?
Because what they don't understand now about a lot of people still don't understand Gohan's ability to saying, why can't he just use Super Saiyan 1 or 2? Why has he got to go to the Mystic State? Because if he trains in that state, Vegeta said it, just because we're God, basically because we got God Ki, if Gohan was to train with us, he wouldn't need fucking God Ki. He's already got the Supreme Kai's powers, which is basically a god and an angel. So
it's literally Gohan is actually more stronger than the pure ones because he's a hybrid.
Well, think about it like this: if he was to train with Whis and them, Goku and Vegeta, it took them.
Get schooled.
It took them away. Not only that, Gohan is smart. The problem with Gohan is once he gets a taste of new power, just like he did in the Ultimate State, he becomes too arrogant. But remember, he's got Saiyan blood. That's what's gonna. It's a Saiyan trait.
Yeah, that's a Saiyan dormant trait. The only thing that helps level it out is the human side of him.
Well, look at Gohan. Look at Gotenks. They become one pure Saiyan, and he's a cocky little son of a bitch.
Oh, I wanted to smack that kid in the anime so bad.
Oh, Piccolo did it. Piccolo did it for you. Piccolo smacked him when he. Remember when they got stuck in the hyperbolic time chamber when Boo broke the dimensional thing to get out? So Gotenks, I remember he said this. He was like, "Well, I wanted people to see me do this thing," and he was like, "Wait." Piccolo's like, "What are you gonna do?" He's like, "Just watch." And Piccolo's fucking punched him in the back of the head. And he was like, "This is no time for your games." And he's like, "Well, damn, all right." He's like, "I got this." And then he went Super Saiyan 3. And broke the dimensional warp hole to get out. And he was like, "Wait, what? You're Super Saiyan 3. When the fuck can you do this?" He's like, "I just didn't want to use it." So he did it by nature with the fusion. It was by nature, where Goku has it zaps his energy to use it.
That didn't make sense either. Why was that stupid little prick kid able to use it and it not suck up more time?
It did suck up time because once they got out, and that's when Gohan showed up. He showed up right when they split.
But it should have absorbed his time as fused together quicker. Instead of a half an hour, it should have been 10 minutes. Because even Goku, And
what's funny is, that power thing. I think they removed that whole power takes out all your energy, because when he fought Broly, that fight went on for a while, and I give Broly this. No one has ever been able to stand up to a fusion. A Goku and Vegeta fusion at that in blue. He was able to stand up to him.
Do you remember in the movie when the Gogeta was first introduced? He pulled that Rainbow Star thing in one shot at Jabba.
And guess what? Broly survived that fucking attack and just charged up from it.
Oh god.
See, I think if they bring a villain in.
Okay, that's Pressure Star.
Oh yeah.
Were you pissed when Vegeta finally kills Frieza? I think it's in the movie.
No, he's about to hit him with a big bang to the face.
And Frieza blows up the planet, and they have to rewind time, and none of that shit happened. All the shit that was involving Vegeta, they shafted him. Was anybody else mad?
Very much so, because Vegeta deserves that kill.
He deserved it so good. It was like all the pain and stuff.
They have one. Here's the thing: if they want to do either show arcs and then have movies fill them out in between, like now canon films that fill out the missing times, Frieza, they need to do one thing. They need to bring Cooler back. And I would say Cooler.
I agree.
I would say. You know how? No. Here's the thing. There's a way to bring in Cooler in the flesh, the Meta Coolers, and the Big Getty Star all together. If
Cooler finds it as he's surfing through the galaxy.
No, I would have Cooler already arrested by the time, but not by the Time Patrol, but the Galactic Patrol.
Oh yeah.
I would already have him arrested. Like he would, and then he breaks out during, like, say the Moral arc. You could lead up, because if Moral broke out, you could say others broke out, and Cooler could have been one of the ones that broke out. Then on top of that, add it to where Cooler already knows about the golden form. He perfected it himself in the bigger state, in that state where he's all spiky.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That'd be amazing.
But then also take Frieza, like. There's a race out there that knows how to do the fusions. Have Cooler have some acknowledgement, be like, oh, I know these people, that they can do what. Because have him conversate with his brother saying, the two monkeys can merge together. And he's like, well, we can too. He's like, wait, what?
And they can do the fusion dance.
Yeah, they can do the fusion dance because they would be on equal power. Have them get smoked, and Broly comes in and tears the fuck out of both, like, basically beats them out of fusion.
Even another thing, too. What Cooler could do is he could go to one of the Kais in the other dimension and steal their damn earrings.
That's all. That's true. Or this is would be like, how would you bring in the Big Getty Star and the Meta Coolers? Have Cooler say he located a source of power called the Big Getty Star, used his blood in fusion to create an army of Meta Coolers. So he already has his own, like, kind of like a Frieza force. He already has his own Cooler force.
I got a better idea. You make it so, of course, the heroes have to win. But as Cooler and a few Frieza are dying, like, you think you've won, Goku, Vegeta, you're wrong.
No, but I'm saying not be the backup plan.
Because at the moment they die, all the Meta Coolers appear.
And then that's where you would have Broly come in, or no, not Broly. Have Vegeta have contact with the Saiyans of Universe 6, and not just show Kaba, Kale, and Caulifla reinforcement of an army of Saiyans.
You bring in an army of Saiyans to deal with an army of Meta Coolers after Vegeta has had his time to kill both Cooler and Frieza.
Well, no, have Frieza, have Cooler, no, keep Broly there to help deal with the Meta Coolers, but keep Broly distracted with them helping the other Saiyans, and then Frieza tries to beg Goku for mercy, and for once Goku's like, nah, I'm gonna go deal with that other one. He's gonna go deal with Cooler, and leaves Vegeta to Frieza.
Oh,
and beats his ass, beats him down.
I would love that.
And as honor for where the fight for both Cooler and Frieza first took place, have the fight take place on New Namek.
New Namek, that's the perfect place for it, because then it parallels to when Frieza got his ass whooped on Old Namek. By the way, why did they ever revive Old Namek?
Well, no, they didn't have to. They just called the planet New Namek, but it's still Namek. It was revived the same way it was.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did bring the planet back. That's how they got the whole.
They just said every villain except BoJack. I was like, no, give BoJack a chance now, because BoJack had ties to the Kais, and think about it, Zamasu was kind of a renegade Kai. He was a betrayer Kai, just like Zamasu.
That's the one movie Gohan got to shine.
Gohan beat the fuck out of them all by himself until because all he had to turn was SS2, and he had his dad's suit on.
Wait, don't you mean Teen Gohan?
Yeah. Because at Super Saiyan, it's funny how at Super Saiyan 2, even in Super Saiyan 1 full power, he was stronger than his dad at the tournament before changing.
Can we all admit Goku's a horrible father?
He is.
Horrible father with good results.
No, horrible father because Piccolo is actually more of Gohan's father.
Why do you think Piccolo lives? Piccolo lives with him rent free in the anime.
Well, that was because, you know, when Goku was on King Kai's planet.
Yeah, he was dead too.
Yeah, he died, and then Piccolo took Gohan in and mentored him.
No. Piccolo treats Gohan as a father should. Do you remember when he was fighting Cell? And Piccolo goes, "What? yells at Goku. He's like, "What are you doing? That is your son down there, and you're sending him to get killed." Like, we can barely handle it. And Pickles and Goku's like, "Well, he can handle it."
Well, think about it. I would take Goku's word because he spent basically a year in the time chamber with the kid, so he would know.
But still,
what this boy can do.
But think about it.
Yeah,
Goku
but at the end of the day,
too
he's
reckless and kind of out there for a parent.
Also, he did kind of become a villain by starting a galactic tournament that could destroy every galaxy.
But the person said that he wasn't really gonna do that. He just wanted to see if this was a test to see if there would be a selfish wish. And Super 7, well, Android 17. I wish he would become Super 17 in a good way.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Power him his ass up. Yeah, power his ass up. Because I mean, the androids were basically there. The androids don't run out of stamina. They just run out of energy.
Yeah, they don't. They have infinite energy too. Remember?
No, they're limited now.
Oh crap, man! I was thinking old school Dragon Ball where they were just like death machines.
No, the original iterations were death machines, but now the human ones are all they have is the gift of unlimited stamina.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Krillin wished him to be human, and Android 18 laughed at him. She's like, "I was already freaking human. All you did was just give me." Like, just
you
make
took
me
a bomb.
look better.
No, he took the bomb that was inside of her out with the Dragon Balls.
Didn't he wish for them to become human?
He tried, but he couldn't. But she was enough human, at least enough human for him to mate and make a baby.
That to this day, even I question that.
But she said, think about it. They're like. They're like. She said that only the upper organs in the body were mechanical and the skeleton was mechanical, but everything else was human. So you mean to tell me
she just got herself a facelift and some boob jobs?
Basically. And that I guess those were the children of Dr. Gero that he turned them into the androids, or that 16 was his son or something, his actual biological son.
Oh wow.
I mean, Dr. Gero was messed up anyway. Yeah, that Dr. Gero would do
something about.
Yeah, and was working for the Red Ribbon Army. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
Dr. Gero needed to die. I was glad 17 did die for us. By chopping off his head and crushing it.
Now, guys, I have something I gotta tell you. If I was like a manga artist or something, I would give my characters special treatment. Like, I would give a lot of my characters a lot of special privileges. Like, not just one character, but every character in the story.
Yeah.
That's a D&D campaign. Sorry. Didn't mean to be mean, but that's a D&D campaign.
It's okay. That's fine.
That's how I look at that. I mean, I've created my own characters.
I would give every character screen time.
What about Super Android 13? He could come back.
Oh God.
Oh, great.
I'm saying if he did, how the hell would he? He would have to be literally a step. Because I still think Cell would have been able to smoke him, because Cell by that point was.
Which Cell? Imperfect or perfect?
Perfect, super perfect Cell.
Super perfect Cell, which got his butt kicked. I don't understand how he turned back into his perfect Cell after he got rid of Android 18. That was the dumbest thing ever.
Well, think about it. Those were the keys to his evolution. So if you lose that,
you downgrade. But when he died,
he regenerated with the final. Yeah.
But that shouldn't make sense. He should be back to his imperfect form, even with regenerative abilities. He showed that in his imperfect state. So I was like, that's. But I actually was lucky reading into it. Apparently, Akira Toriyama didn't even want to make the Cell arc.
Yeah.
Like, the writers forced him to make the Cell arc.
And he wanted Gohan to take over.
Yeah, he wanted to end it basically at the Saiyan arc. Even not the Saiyan arc, the Frieza arc. Which makes sense. It does. Narratively, that's like the perfect way to end it.
I'm just gonna say something. Dragon Ball is always gonna be my favorite anime. I'm not saying Dragon Ball Z was bad, but I prefer Dragon Ball.
The original.
I prefer the original Dragon Ball.
I know it sounds blasphemous.
I like the Yu Hakusho and the original Dragon Ball.
I mean, I like the original. I like the original after the time skip, because all of the goofy shenanigans are gone. When it's like the older.
That's the thing. They need to, if they want to finally distance themselves from people believing that GT is still part of the timeline, they have to do a story that takes place at the end of Dragon Ball Z, because we're already leading up to that point, to the first world to the tournament where Goku meets Oob.
But here's the problem: the writers wrote themselves into a corner, and even I've said this. Once they get to that part, it's not gonna make sense anyway.
Because they said that there was nothing for peace for 10 years. Now, I could see why that saying that there's peace, because the enemies they fought weren't... There was no real enemies that came as galactic threats until this guy Moro showed up. Not Boo, but Black was more like a time paradox type of thing.
Black
Wait,
was
I have a
terrifying.
question.
Black was
How was Black created?
He was Zamasu from the original timeline. Because remember, Trunks' future is still fucked up. But the Kais and everything still exist.
Did anybody ever find that sad that Trunks doesn't have a home anymore? He's really
I
screwed
found
in
that
every way
sad.
possible. So now his only job
I
is
kind
to
of
be,
felt bad for him.
he has to work for the Time Police.
Hey! He's a time patroller in Xenoverse. Maybe they could set that up.
But here, but my favorite, I love Xenoverse 2 for one reason.
I do too.
They gave future Gohan his closure. He goes flying off to his death, knowing that his death wasn't in vain.
Yeah.
To this day, that movie is my favorite movie. The story of future.
Future Trunks. The history of Trunks.
You
That
mean
beats-
which
That-
one
that's my-
talking about?
The history of Trunks. It's the OVA. It's the best one ever because it just shows.
I never saw that one before. I gotta watch it.
That's the one. Like, there's old Dragon Ball Z movies that you could fit into the timeline, and that is one of them.
And I love that movie because Gohan went toe to toe with the androids with one arm.
That was a bad motherfucker. Yeah.
I mean, he was a badass. He went in there with one arm, but he lost because he could only do so much. Like even the androids were like, "Why are you fighting us with one arm?"
Yeah, but if
Like,
Trunks was able to go Super Saiyan and help him out, the fight would have at
He
least
would've killed.
it would have evened out.
But but I like the fact in Xenoverse 2 they acknowledge the fact that he's already knocked younger Trunks out, and you time travel to stop him, and Gohan's like, "Oh, you're here, so that means Bulma built the time machine, so I didn't die for nothing." I love that about that name
Okay.
because he died, thinking he died for nothing,
Yeah.
So it gave him his final, after 20 years, we get his final character closure. That's the best part in the whole damn game.
So like,
There we
I
go.
have a question.
Fuck.
I have a question, you guys. So I'm trying to give my created character, a special technique.
Don't ask me about that.
Don't ask me about that. I do too many D&D. I create too many D&D scenarios or characters in my own head. So unless I'm
but
actually directly
this
involved in making
character
your
is the
story,
main protagonist. This character is the main protagonist of said manga that I'm making.
limit it. Don't put time. All I gotta say is don't put time travel in your story. You'll screw it
No,
over
I'm
so
not.
bad. Okay.
I'm not, but
That's the
I'm
only
not.
one
No
of those
time. No time travel.
Unless
And the thing is, like,
unless you got to do it X-Men style. They're the only ones that seem to have gotten away with that.
Ew,
Yeah,
don't get
but-
started on X-Men. X-Men, I will tear a hole, a new asshole in the X-Men timeline of things.
So like, guys,
Oh, shit.
you know how the main protagonist in every anime is a spiky kid? I kind of made him different.
You told me about your character last time I met you, Retro Star. I know all about your manga. I'm
Yeah.
right now live streaming, so this is gonna be like on air. That's why I want to try to avoid this topic. So when I'm not on my channel live streaming, no offense.
Okay, none taken, buddy.
It's like a protection of information type thing.
Yes, I don't want anybody plagiarizing your work. That's why I'm trying to
Oh, good idea.
not
Thank you so much.
your work.
Thank you.
Anybody
I really
takes-
appreciate it.
Well, I support all writers, even fan fiction writers. I know that sounds horrible, but I've
Yeah,
actually seen
it's
better
not-
fan fiction written than the fiction itself.
Well, it's not
I'm
really
sorry.
a fan fiction. It's more of
No,
a
I'm just saying
manga
I've seen-
series.
I'm just saying, I've seen. I like to protect most writers from plagiarism on the internet.
He's trying
good.
to do it in general for you.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how you know.
and I already came up with the title of the anime, but I'm not going to say it.
Don't say
Don't
anything.
spoil it.
Don't spoil it.
I'm not.
Announce it on your
I'm
own
not.
channel. That's the best way
I'm
to do
not.
it.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah,
so...
don't spoil it. Keep that
Now back
stuff
to Dragon
secret, man.
Ball Z. What do you think's happened in this 10-year piece? How are they going to fix that problem they're at?
In Dragon Ball?
Yeah, they're in Dragon Ball Z.
They said
How are they
okay.
gonna-
Super is taking place, but within the 10-year time skip.
Mm-hmm.
And we already got by an episode where I think the tournament already happened, or there's room. Goku's already getting information early about, oh, there's this guy that's gonna enter the tournament soon on Earth, and he might be on your level for a human. And this is coming from one of the Kais, and he's like, really? He's like, King Yemma was listening, cause he's like, this is Boo reincarnated, not Fat Boo, but
Evil Boo.
yeah.
Evil Boo.
And I
Kid
think
Buu.
that this is the time that just because Oob is a human, he should have Kid Boo's powers. He should be the first human to show that he's got powers of Kid Buu. Like, one, I would love to see him do the fucking vanishing ball that Boo throws down at you.
I want him to do all those tricks except avoid the candy thing. You know, the tail thing on the head. That
Oh,
zaps
yes, I'm
people.
saying, yeah.
Get rid of that technique and don't even make it a finger technique.
Oh, shit.
But give him everything else. I mean, Boo almost killed the freaking Supreme Kais. Well, actually, he did kill 3 or 4 Supreme Kais, the Evil Boo. Just
People
when he
have been
became
accusing
faster.
Angry Joe of sexual assault, apparently. No, he was
don't know.
he was vindicated from that.
Yeah, he has all the receipts and everything that prove he was innocent. So shut up on that part. I actually.
Oh,
looked into-
wow.
No. They're just asking. They're just saying that they heard it. Where the hell did that liquor go?
Speculation
wasn't a
is
cat.
usually the speculation usually isn't that great, you know, especially if you make accusations about somebody that's not true. Like, you have to get physical proof. to
Yeah.
Yeah,
say
yeah,
somebody
you
is-
can't be doing that because you can get in a lot of trouble by YouTube. They
Not
can
only
possibly
YouTube and
turn-
society in general, you'll destroy your reputation. You won't even be able to walk down the damn street.
Thank you.
Damn,
Yeah.
I've hacked my
You know, some might say, you know, a lot of people say that I'm a Floridian YouTuber. A lot of people do say that because guess what? I'm a YouTuber and I'm from Florida.
That makes 3 of us in here.
I'm in Illinois.
Oh, I thought you said Florida.
I'm
No,
Florida.
I said I know people. My family is in Florida.
Ah,
My family
got
lives
you.
in Florida. That's why I said, do you know where Lakeland is? Because you said you were in Tampa area. I'm like,
Oh yeah, okay,
gosh.
okay.
I'm actually in the Apopka area in Florida.
Okay, don't tell it. Don't dox yourself. So, yeah, no offense. That's why I just asked, because you said Tampa. I was like, doesn't that know to England? Because I've been to the beaches near Tampa. There are beaches in Tampa, right?
Oh yeah.
I was about to say, yeah, because Lakeland's Lakeland.
Yeah.
Never mind one thing.
Very
I
good.
hate jellyfish.
So do I. They sting
I
you
hate-
too much.
I hate
Alright, a
jellyfish.
couple
and
more
also-
minutes, guys, and then I'm gonna get out.
So I've been, you know, I've been practicing a lot with my manga art. I've been practicing.
Oh shit.
Yes, but can we not talk about your manga? No offense.
Okay, good.
Remember?
Okay, good. Oh yeah, that's right. We don't want any internet thieves on here.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Don't talk about it.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
more, man. Roger Gaming Star, just get on another subject.
Okay.
Another subject, please.
So you guys, remember when Toonami used to be on Cartoon Network and it had all the good anime?
Oh, speaking of
I don't
which,
think you were alive during that
Yes.
time. I don't know how old you
Yes,
are.
I was born 1995.
Didn't you don't remember the golden era? The golden era was the 90s when that was just the first thing that was there. I remember I would wake up to X-Men the cartoons that actually were.
did you see the images? Did you see the images for the Ed, Ed and Eddie
I remember
reboot?
waking up to like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Like I wake up to Spider-Man the animated series, Batman the animated series, Batman
Yes,
Beyond,
that was-
SWAT
that
Cats.
was- That's the aughts. That's the aughts you're into. No, I'm referring to the 90s when everything was hardcore. Like we had guns, we had everything was.
Yeah, I
allowed.
know. We had there was Batman, there was Spider-Man the animated series, there was SWAT Cats.
No.
That's a
I don't think you get it. If you ever watched the original OG X-Men show, they were actually taking comics were coming out at the time, and they were taking the storylines from the comics into
Shit.
that, and they were actually doing the actual characters.
yeah.
It was really
Like
good.
imagine if they did that today.
Oh, it wouldn't fly. There's too many Karens and SJWs. They ruin everything. I can't even have a pizza probably without somebody ruin it.
Huh.
Another
Yeah.
thing that the old cartoons
yeah.
used to do is they showed the character smoking on the cartoons.
Oh yeah, that's
So
that
I-
too. Yeah.
Like basically,
Did
I
you
used to
remember
watch.
Dragon Ball Z had blood?
You remember when
Yeah, I remember that, I remember that.
When Vegeta stuck the middle finger?
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, I used to
The
watch a
biggest one he
show.
ever did was getting Bulma from Yamcha. That was the biggest middle finger he ever did, was stealing Yamcha's.
Hey, you
Hey,
guys.
who really stole who from who? Because I think Bulma basically nabbed a planet buster.
True. And they're both royalty.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The weed infestation.
Yeah.
A lot of people did a timeline where what if Trunks, because remember, not Trunks, but Bulma and Goku knew each other first. So what if their relationship had started in Dragon Ball? Some people say if Trunks was to come into be either Trunks would be named Gohan because of Goku. So take Trunks as Gohan, with Goku training him, because Bulma would not tell him no to train.
Oh, yes. Yes, he wouldn't have Chi-Chi down his throat. The first Karen ever introduced. I'm sorry, Dragon Ball Z fans, I hated Chi-Chi.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Every time she was on screen, I wanted her off my screen. I wish she
Chi-Chi was
I don't blame you.
woke.
I don't like Chi-Chi either.
She was the first woke character to be introduced into manga. I loved my favorite scene in this, and I and all men have to say yes, is when Goku comes back from Yardok and he just, it's okay, Chi-Chi, and passes his wife on the back, and she goes flying through the window and through the house. He breaks
No,
every bone in her
my
body.
favorite moment comes from Super, when Chi-Chi and Bulma were talking, and Bulma flat out said loud enough, well, not loud enough, so I don't know how the fuck Goku heard her, is when she was like, yeah, she's like, well, I have Goku always working. Vegeta's not home. He's off world training with Whis for a few minutes, and Goku breaks the wall saying, Vegeta's doing what?
That was kind of funny. I agree.
He was like, you doing what? And he because by that time Vegeta would have already had Super Saiyan Red open.
Oh yeah.
He would have already had Red unlocked.
I have a question. Why is it that Super Saiyan Godhood has never been used again?
He uses it. Vegeta uses it. No, they realized something. Red doesn't use Red doesn't use Red uses a lot of power, but not a lot of stamina. So that when Goku did it in the Tournament of Power, he did it mainly for the speed. But Blue will overall boost it all up. But Blue, you need to have perfect control of your body, because then if you don't, it's not going to wear on as long.
I'm just referring to just the God mode in general. Why is it in there again? You have to have like a requirement for it. Like 5 Saiyans have to be there.
This is, but that's what
Why
I'm saying. They might be tying Vegeta to the. He might be the. It might be part of the bloodline of the first Super Saiyan God that they talk about. And
Oh yeah, that would make sense. They do reference him. He even reference. He knows all the lore of the Saiyans because he's the last.
not a lot. I mean, he didn't know about the God part.
No, but I'm just saying he knew. He knows enough about the Super Saiyan legend and all that stuff. Probably.
Yeah.
I want to know how he knows that shit. No, I'm not. I'm not getting into how messed up Vegeta's childhood was. Never mind. The Saiyans have a very messed up way of raising their children.
Yeah, well, freaking Vegeta already has like a hand on a lot of shit.
I got a question. Why aren't there more Saiyans in the setting? It's stated in the lore that they sent off kids to distant planets as babies, so there should be more Saiyans across the universe.
How far? This thing, just because we know what some of the planets are, we don't even know how big the damn universe is for them.
Even today, yeah, but I'm just like, why haven't more popped up?
The only thing I would say is if you want to tie in the Cooler thing, just say Cooler got arrested because the Galactic Patrol assumed he was just going around killing innocents, but he was going around picking off the last Saiyan survivors.
Okay, that would be one thing.
That would be something that would get him locked up.
That's true. That would be. Killing babies is a bad crime.
No, even if they're not babies, like by the time they'd be around the teenage years, because I would say he wouldn't be going immediately because Frieza wasn't doing anything around that time either. Frieza was just consolidating his power.
Mm-hmm. Staying a little bitch in that little pod. Sorry. I still hate that scene.
But I wonder what enemy would come out that would piss Broly off to fight.
Someone has to kill his woman. That's
Well,
the only thing.
no, I'm saying one that could be on par with him, but so because we don't know how fucking much stronger this boy can get. I mean, they had to body shot his ass to put him down. But then at the end, his pupils came through, so now he's aware of what he's doing when he's in that state. You would only need to give him, even if let's say if we supposed to train him, you would only need to give him one god mode, and that would be red to stack on top of his already humongous.
Yeah, because then he slims down, he gets faster, even more deadlier. Give that man some speed stats, he's
but here's the thing, as his size, he don't slow down. He's still fast.
That is true. That is another thing.
He lost no type of
speed.
What is it?
You should lose speed. Yeah, that's the thing too.
But they already said his form. They said his form is completely separate from that. Like when Goku and Vegeta and Trunks discovered that those are just upgraded forms of SS1, but they give you power, but there's a speed problem. And Goku said, yeah, we can't use this because it's a speed problem. How are we going to have all this power unless the enemy is dumb and stays still, and you could probably wipe him out with Vegeta's Final Flash, but the enemy is not going to stay still.
That was the problem with that. I found that funny how...
I'll never forget the day Frieza...
Okay, guys, I gotta get going.
Alright.
Alright.
When Frieza
sure to check out my
first...
video later, guys.
Sure will. I'll check it as I'm...
I never forget when Frieza first saw Goku in that stage, he damn near wanted to shit himself because he was always in denial of the legend, and he was like, fuck this, please, I'm used to, I'd rather fight a grade 8.
I love it. He goes, monkeys turn into gorillas, or was it,
They turn into, like, he says these things turn into monkeys, because he called the Ozaru State a monkey.
He called them a monkey, and now they turn to apes, or something, I can't remember. He called, like, the saying, because but I really wish Vegeta, even when we turn back time, that pissed me off.
To give Vegeta a second chance to just fire at him.
Yes. Just kill him anyway. Frieza is a character that when he dies, he needs to go in that pool. And I don't understand that. Why do people in hell get to keep their bodies?
Some, not all of them. Frieza did, but Frieza was condemned to not be able to use it.
But regardless, it's like, even Piccolo said to when Vegeta died, or let me quote, died against his Buu, which is still one of the most top 10.
What's funny, it's so funny though, when Vegeta went to hell for what he did, you know, that accident he committed by changing to Majin Vegeta, he didn't go as a Spectre. He was in front of King Yama in his body saying, look, I'll go to hell, but I'm keeping my body, because he's like, I could still blast your ass from right here.
That's true, but you know, he still lost his body in like non-canonical lineage where he's considered still dead somehow.
Yeah. And
I like that part about the Jebediah thing, was Vegeta lost his body, like Piccolo said. He's like, you're not gonna keep your body, even though you changed your heart. You've done too much shit. And they attacked. And then he comes back because Jebediah breaks rules of reality for some reason, and he gets pissed at Goku. He's like, why are you stronger than me? And Goku's like, dude, you've been dead, and you're still on par with me. That's something to be said. Which is true.
What's funny is Super Saiyan 3, for Goku's body, he can use it in his dead body because his dead body is not zapping too much life force.
Because you're dead. You're sorry, because you're dead.
I wonder, even though people were like, why can't Vegeta? Because here's the thing, Vegeta doesn't need SS3. He actually knows about it, and he knows about the energy zapping, so that's why he perfected SS2, and his SS2 is on par with 3.
I think he even stated it. I can do 3, but I don't use 3 because it drains too much
power. The power problem, yeah.
That's why, because if I stay in 2, I can walk all day in
the sun. But the game, here's the thing, the game I have on the Switch, Super Dragon Ball Heroes, gave Gohan, Trunks, Super Saiyan 4, and Gohan went in and beat the I was like, this is Gohan. This is our Gohan.
Well, Gohan got Super Saiyan 4 and went crazy.
It's not that he went crazy. Super 17 came back and he was infused with one of the Black Star Dragon Balls. So he beat down Super Saiyan 4, Goku, and Vegeta. So when Gohan first did it, Gohan did not need the moon or anything, the Ozaru State. He did it by nature. He turned right into it. His brain adapted to it. And he was already getting a Zenkai boost from that too. So he went in and whacked Super Saiyan 15's ass, because Super 17 absorbed 18 into him. So he already had a power, but so think of Super 17 with blonde hair and Android 18's eyes.
Oh god, that's actually a horrifying scene.
That's
why did you put that in my head?
The first Dragon Ball hermaphrodite.
Why did you put that in my head? It was already creepy enough that he had to do that in general.
Well, you guys, I gotta go to bed. You guys, I have to hit the hay. I hope you guys have a blessed, wonderful night. Thank you so much for having me, Jonathan, and Kyo. I want to say thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you. You guys are my best friends.
No problem, dude.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. So
get the flash grenade,
you guys.
Yes, sir.
Have a great night. Take care. Oh, by the way, my birthday is next Saturday.
Oh, that's awesome.
Everybody I know's birthday's in October. Just
October.
Yeah, I'm turning 25 years old.
Oh, enjoy your 20s. Enjoy them.
And I'm getting my new gaming laptop with a new mouse and a computer chair.
Alright, well, I'll talk to you then. I hope you have a good birthday.
You too. Peace, man. Later.
Peace.
Later. Oh god, I'm on the final battle. Oh no, gosh. I'm not. The final battle before the train, because I'm fighting William Birkin. Huh?
Yeah. There's several ways I think they could have fixed. Like I said, they're nearing the end of the timeline. They're gonna have to fix it somehow, because the writers have run themselves into a corner. With that, like, well, Oob's here, but we still only know Super Saiyan 1 and 2 forms, and 3.
No, but Oob can't change since he's human, but he should be able to do Kid Buu-like powers. That would make it consistent.
But I meant, when Super reaches that point,
yeah,
all the stuff that they invented isn't gonna be able to make canon. So you're gonna have to make that last episode non-canon.
Well, no, the last episode, they're gonna lead up to that point because they gotta cross that point. Alright, I took this bastard out with a grenade.
Okay, later, Libra.
Oh, he already left.
No, he commented in my section saying, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Now, where's the fucking elevator?
Target has been neutralized. Ending quarantine.
Now I gotta get Sherry and get on that fucking train and get out of here.
But yeah, there's so many problems with Dragon Ball and continuity. Well, see. That's why I've always preferred Dragon Ball, because Goku takes L's.
Yeah, at the beginning of his power and all that.
Even in the tournament, he loses, which is good. You can't always win, and that was one of the things I liked about that when I saw it. I was like, man, the hero doesn't always win. Thank you, Toriyama. And then you're forced to make the hero always win.
Yeah, because the fans demand.
And here's another thing I don't get. There's no threat of death anymore.
Exactly.
People forget that. They're like, oh, what they can. I was like, that's the problem. There's no threat of death. They have the Namek balls, they have the Super Balls. They've taken the threat of death away. What made Dragon Ball interesting was when the characters would die. Because it was even stated they had to go to Namek to find. Hey, Dustin. They had to go to Namek to find Dragon Ball so they could revive people. Remember?
Oh yeah.
And even then, there was limits on that. And then they made a hand wave magic that, oh, now they can revive anytime you want. I was like, that makes it redundant. The Dragon Balls are now reduced to a get out of jail free card. And
yeah, basically. Okay,
I absolutely
I'm going back
hate
to
the fact that they did it to the Dragon Balls. Don't you?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, compared to what it was, at least they're getting more creative with what they can do now and the characters that are coming in.
Why can't when they make the Dragon Balls, they make the stakes high like the Black Star Dragon Balls?
They should have just did the series after the 10-year time skip. They should have picked up where Z left off. You could still do all this battle of God. Can you imagine if they were to somehow take GT storyline and make it a super version, if Goku and Vegeta already have SS4, and fucking put the God Key in there?
Oh god, that would be awesome. I could just think of a way. You unlock SS4, and SS4 is the requirement to get the God mode. SS4 is the Ascended mode.
So can you imagine if Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was in blue? Or red, like the fur around his body?
Yeah, that would be brutal.
There would be no hope. Nobody would, mind you, already in Super Saiyan 4, fusing two Super Saiyan 4s, his hair already looked red like a Super Saiyan God, and he blasted Omega Shenron back with his eyes.
Sherry's gonna be
He fucking
that
blinked
was-
and it hurt him.
She'll be weak for a little
That was kind of broken. I love the fact that Vegeta got time to shine in GT. That's what a lot of people don't realize. I'm like, dude,
Yeah, I know,
Vegeta,
right?
You hear that?
Vegeta was practically the star in GT. Like, he literally, at one point, says, "This Earth is mine to defend." You know what I mean?
Because he was constantly still training. Even when he had his daughter, he did settle down a little bit. Something about his daughter is what's going to make him chill out even more.
That was the cool thing. I love it. He took his daughter shopping, and then I love the voice trying.
And it's funny how now in Super, they did do that joke again, but everybody was trying to hold her as a baby, and then when she started crying, he started turning blue. Like, he got frustrated.
But,
And
yeah,
no one can sense the God Key except for Goku. And Goku was like, "Wait, Vegeta, is there an enemy?" Because like the only reason you would turn to that is if somebody's nearby. Because Goku's ready to fight. He's like, "I don't wear this suit around my gi for nothing."
Oh, but I've always found that so frustrating how
Oh
they
shit,
do.
where's my
you know,
cat?
like, there's like so much they could do with Gohan, yet they just constantly just want to make it so he's nothing.
What does that mean?
I have a clear bias towards the writers when it comes to Gohan.
I was wondering where he was. He was outside the door meowing.
Oh man.
Little
Hey.
jackass.
Doesn't that bug you how the writers always seem to shit on Gohan a lot?
Yeah, I don't know why.
But it's always the non-canon stuff that makes him better. Like, for God's sakes, he saved the world by himself against Zabak, or whatever his name is, Bojack.
Yeah.
Sherry, just say goodbye to your mom.
I did like the fact that, you know, Piccolo just comes in and is just like,
Please, Sherry.
no, wait, take that back. Chi-Chi wasn't a bitch in that movie for once. She's like, my son is trained, whatever. And she allows him to fight.
Mom,
I'm like, wow. Chi-Chi, you're once pro Gohan fighting. And why is it that you're okay with teaching Goten how to fight?
That because I guess they said that the death of Goku again hit her. So she was like, you know what? I'm gonna train, because she did know how to fight at one point. So at least But then how did he turn into a Super Saiyan just in the middle of training with Goten? Goten kicked her by mistake and then changed.
Yeah.
Unless the frustrations of a little kid is much more.
Do you remember how Vegeta's reaction to when he found out
Trunks did it.
Sherry.
He's like, the Super Saiyan of legend is now a child's plaything.
We have to go.
I worked my butt off to take this. I was laughing so hard when that line is. The legendary transformation is now a child's plaything. People said that's not development scene. I'm like, that is development. That's hilarious.
Because that shocked the shit out of Vegeta. He was like, come on now, don't fucking tell me. We struggled for this power. But I guess since, you know what's funny? The theory is, since Goku and Vegeta were, how do you say, at the time they conceived Trunks and Goten, their bodies were much stronger, so the theory that people go with is that the energy went through their sperm and gave them basically the cells. No, the sperm was already Super Saiyan cells. So all I imagine is Goku and Vegeta shaped sperm cells with SS hair flying around.
Oh god, that's bad. But I'm sorry. I just loved Vegeta's reaction to finding out his son could. I love like, and he's like, by the way, son, which one of you can Kakarot's son turn Super Saiyan? He's like, yeah. Which one?
You know, if I was Goku and like if I was everybody, if I was Goku and Vegeta, I'd be like this. Look, quarters or half Saiyans and quarter Saiyans are enough to build protectors. We need to be fucking our wives more and at least conceiving twins.
Or figure out how to actually recreate pure-blooded Saiyans again. Because, like I said, they're death machines.
Nappa had a theory on doing that, but that involved rape.
I'm not gonna go there. I was gonna say there's a fan fiction called Dark Saiyan, which is very dark.
Yeah, can imagine.
No, it's literally Goku if he actually was raised as an actual
As a Saiyan. I like this new one called Dragon Ball. They did this fan one called Dragon Ball Sai, which is if Vegeta came instead and was the protector and.
Oh, so Goku is like Goku Black. You know, I mean, he's the actual antagonist. I've always pictured Goku
he would
Black
be the one. He would be the one that's in charge of Nappa, but instead of Nappa staying or Raditz not being there, Raditz would in fact be with them and they would have came as a trio. But Vegeta, being a prodigy still, would have had enough power alone to still kill them. Or fight with them at least. He could still fight them off on his own.
And what is this one called?
Dragon Ball Sai. Like S-A-I.
S-A-I. I know how Sai is spelled.
Yeah.
I wanted to know, because I want to look into that. It's a theory, I'm just going to call them Elseworld stories, because that's what I really look at these.
There's another, there's another one that if Goku turned SS2 first at the Cell games, Gohan actually gets killed by Cell. That awakens the Super Saiyan 2 in Goku, but they get the Dragon Balls quickly because Cell returns. Goku's already getting fatigued because he's not used to the power. He's not used to that power either. They wish they wish Gohan back with a Zenkai boost, and then he turns SS2, and they both jump Cell.
I always liked the fact, this is gonna sound actually crazy.
Yeah.
About SS2, how Gohan was the first to unlock it makes sense. He's a freaking hybrid, again.
But you've never seen Goku actually get angry and furious in anything serious. Cell killing Gohan would have been the point where Goku played no, because in that fan manga, his emotions and shit, where he's like, all right, you get a second chance. No, he went in and broke Cell. He broke Cell's neck. He had to throw his neck back into place to keep the fight going.
Wow. Goku went for a kill.
Goku went for the kill. And Cell kept trying to, it's very similar to Gohan and Cell, where Cell wasn't doing shit with him. Where Cell couldn't hold the line until he blew himself up. So Goku just went in and started beating the shit into him, to the point where it was far worse than what he did to what Gohan did to Cell, because every time Cell got a chance to even try to utter a word, a fist was already in his mouth.
I like the fact that what awakened Gohan's form was 16's head getting crushed in.
But that's the saying. They did that in this fan-made thing, this fan manga. Cell did that to Gohan.
What's it called? I've got to read that.
I forgot the name. I just forgot the name. Just type in "What if Goku went SS2 first," and then you get to see the images from that.
Okay, I gotcha. That's a good way to find it, but still.
Goku, that's what I'm saying. I've never seen Goku going for the fucking kill like that. And then when Cell does his trick to regenerate his power, get himself back up and running, that didn't mean shit. Goku wasn't even powering down. Goku then yelled Kaioken times 10 in Super Saiyan 2.
Huh?
Like, he went Kaioken in it, and Cell still couldn't keep up. But then Cell realized, remember, Cell has Goku's abilities in him. He was able to learn, and he did the Kaioken, so this is where he started to get the advantage, and then Gohan came in and transformed from the Zenkai boost to an SS2, so at that point Cell couldn't handle two SS2s jumping on him.
Zenkai boost is when you die and you come back. You get that mini power boost for just that minute.
Whether you die, whether you die or you survive the death.
Yeah, because that's what Vegeta did to Frieza in the Frieza saga. He literally tells Krillin, blast me in the chest.
You needed to do that a couple more times.
Dang right he did.
You know, I found there's a way to have there's a Zenkai ability loop. There's a broken way to do that. I would have
near death and then get healed.
Not just that, if you get immortality, you will still get you'll still feel the damage and the death blows, but you'll heal from it. But then the Zenkai boost will apply because you just came back from a near-death experience. So imagine.
You know what's funny? I just realized something. They have actually done a non-canon character and made it kind of canon, even though it would be considered filler. It technically is canon. Garlic Jr.
Shit, it's Willy.
Garlic Jr.
Oh yeah.
He was a movie villain that got immortality, but in the TV show, he came in the TV show. I'd be like, who the heck is this dude? What is? You know what I mean? I remember like, why is the guy? So if they can do that. They should have done it. Because he's actually the only villain I think that has immortality. Next to Slug, who has the Eternal Youth, which is still stupid.
Yeah.
Although Slug was like the super dynamic. Which I don't get. Wasn't that what the original Piccolo was?
Demon King Piccolo, yeah. Oh my god, he keeps fucking me up.
Your cat?
No, William.
Oh. Wasn't that what Demon King Piccolo was? Wasn't he like
Yeah.
the first thing? But yeah, there's so many things in Dragon Ball that is so possible, but it's a setting that could be so used with. But the problem is the writer Toriyama broke the rules so many times. I literally despise that about it. Dragon Ball has a lot of bad writing problems. Although I don't know who gets Worst Father of the Year reward, Goku or Gin from Hunter x Hunter.
I have no idea.
But yeah, that is funny when I realized, wait, Chi-Chi was the first ever SJW type thing. It doesn't matter if it's sub or dub, it's regardless.
Claire!
Of course,
It's okay. I'm here.
of course, Vegeta's had so many voice actors, it's ridiculous. I'll be right back, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Look, this is done. So if you want to eat or bread or whatever you want to do it.
Okay.
Alright?
So what's the first thing you want to do when we get out of here?
I want to see where you live.
Good. Take a shower.
Yeah.
Really? Not bad. Ooh, yeah.
Claire!
Leon! It's so good to see you.
I told you we'd make it, didn't I?
You did.
Who's this?
This is Sherry.
Okay. Jesus.
Oh shit, Birkin's back
I don't know.
You stay here with Sherry.
in his jellyfish form.
You almost finished beating Birkin?
Oh yeah, he's back now in his jellyfish form.
Are they still...
No, I'm on the train.
Oh, I thought you had beaten the jellyfish form.
Oh no, I beat him in the lab.
Oh, okay. 'Cause when I left Part 2, you said, oh, I'm about to go into the, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
train. I was like, oh, you already beat them. No, so you're fighting
No, I
with
was
the-
running to the train.
You know, that's one thing I kind of liked about the very first Resident Evil movie. It may be blasphemy to say this, but
To
they
the
kinda
train.
put the train, they kept the train thing. The hive thing was Resident Evil 2. It was like a mix of Resident Evil 1 and 2.
Yeah, but those are still things that they still they have to do separate stories. Trying to combine them. I can understand trying to combine 2 and 3 because you can have 2 characters going back and forth. But
Yeah.
having them all in one go.
No, I just like that they make the setting. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the mansion thing is literally like it's not like the mansion.
Oh, give me one
instant
sec.
thing. No, it's like a tunnel leading down to the Birkin's laboratory.
Like that? Fine, fucker!
In case those watching the stream, many people have theorized that this little dialogue here is writers liked Xenogears a lot.
Are you guys like boyfriend and girlfriend?
No. We're just... Oh, we actually just met last night.
Yeah. That would have been one hell of a first date.
Another cool thing I like about the second one, they smoothed out the character model
You might be able to
textures.
give us a ride.
What if it's not just the city?
Get Sherry out of here.
Come on.
Oh shit.
There we go. Well, it's funny how the stream's coming to an end, and the people that were shitting on my last video are just coming to add dislikes.
Oh man. Well, I don't think a lot of people realize this. Dislikes still help you. They just don't realize that some people like me or you like constructive criticism or think it's funny that you dislike because of somebody's opinion.
Stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah, you damn
I
right.
mean, by doing this, if you're still streaming, people who are hitting John's dislike, you're actually helping him.
I know. They're dummies.
You guys
You should see the comments on that of my video. The last one.
Of the young Defiance, I'll definitely check that out. I only put my thing like on there saying I'm streaming live today. I'm gonna go check that comment out because that looks interesting.
Next up on this boring Wednesday is a song to get your blood pumping.
Oh,
I did both scenarios.
in 2 days. Well, 3. We've been talking for 3 days. So in 3 days, you
I did, yeah,
both-
both scenarios of A and B.
So, what all unlocks now because of that?
What I've already had unlocked for a while now.
Oh darn! I thought it gave you like content art or something.
Oh, it does.
Did you get a platinum trophy because of it?
No, I wasn't going for that.
Darn. Or any golds?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For-
That is funny. Mr. X gets more mad if you take away his hat.
He loves his hat.
That is funny. That's how you trigger him. Is you take away his hat.
Go to this guy on my channel and on my video. He's saying that nobody watches you unless you clickbait other channels. I give you full permission to roast him.
Yeah, I'd hate to tell you this, buddy, whoever that is. That's actually incredibly stupid.
Well, no,
I
no,
call
he's
him
not
all
in. He's not in the comments. He's commenting on that video because I keep getting the notification on my phone.
Yeah, well, you can if he is watching this anyway or just a spectator, you can tell him his opinion's stupid because I call that Final Fantasy peasant. It was like 80,000 subs, and call him an idiot for his uses of time travel and comparing Steins Gate to Final Fantasy. And I'm like, why are you comparing science fiction to fantasy? And a show that actually uses physics and science compared to magic. Sorry, that's actually the truth. And I was very roasting that heavy YouTuber now. I was actually mad. So yeah, I can't believe the people are saying that about Angry Joe. I was like, those were allegations that were proven false and stuff. That's messed up. people theorize another thing regarding this to Xenogears is this here, the fact that his mech uses combat phase does.
I got an S.
Oh, in ranking?
Yep. The stream was 2 parts, which were 2 hours apiece, so how did I beat her in 2 hours and 45 minutes?
Did you start from the beginning?
Yep.
Each time?
Mm-hmm.
It must mean you're really good if you know how to do it that. I mean, you figured out the attack patterns and stuff.
I have
Because
I have more skills in this than Young Defiant.
I think it's because when you were playing as Leon, when I was looking through it, you were trying to figure it out, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
To a degree. And then you figured out the AI pattern, so when you went through as Claire, you knew what to do. You figured out how these zombies worked. It's kind of like how I am right now. I'm figuring out, oh, if I do this, yeah, the AI's going to come after me with no hope of returning.
Oh yeah, I know.